Hello and welcome to the Are You Having Fun Yet podcast, episode 3. I'm joined by Austin Hoffman. How you
Hello.
doing, Austin?
Joined
How you
by.
doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Yeah, is it tough watching Tom Brady win games?
I'll tell you what. I follow a lot of social media involving Patriots stuff on Instagram and whatnot, and they're all like supportive of Tom Brady, and I must be the only New England fan that's not rooting for him. It's weird.
So it's like what I hear is like this. It's like if you have an old girlfriend.
Yeah, you don't want them to succeed.
No. It's just like you're with this new person, but it's just like we have 6 kids together. Like nobody's gonna remember
No,
this new girlfriend.
unless he wins, unless he has a kid with that, you know. But I don't know. It's it's definitely petty on my part. Like I'm okay with admitting that it is petty, but
It's
I don't
good
want to
because
see.
I think he has a real chance of beating the Packers. So
See, I don't think so. I think Aaron Rodgers is too good right now.
I think
To be
with that,
honest.
we can just jump right into it. We'll start with this first game, the Packers and the Bucks. I believe they go first too on Sunday. They're both on Sunday this week. We got Packers Bucks and we've got Chiefs Bills, and the Packers Bucks are kickoff at 3:05 on Sunday afternoon.
Okay. Um.
I I think Aaron Rodgers has been good, but he played the Rams last week, and I understand they have a good secondary, but I also it's the Rams. He's going to have the ball a lot because the Rams offense sucked, and he did. He had the ball a lot, and he exposed where he needed to expose. But from what I understand, they didn't put Jalen Ramsey on Davante Adams because they were playing more of the game plan. Let's put Jalen Ramsey on the number 2 guy and double Davante Adams. So like Rodgers doesn't have his outlet.
Right, but it was huge games
got
from. Yeah, but it was huge games because Rodgers is just. You think that Rodgers only goes to like, one or two guys, but when he spreads the ball around, uh, Scantling was doing great. Lazard dropped the ball, but then ended up coming up with a huge touchdown late in the game. Tunyon looked really good. It's just the Bucks have really good cornerbacks. Well, in my opinion, they have good ones. They have one really good one. Drawing a blank on his name. They have James Dean, Carlton Davis, and then Murphy Bunting. They don't really have safeties to help at all, so it's going to be man and then blitz. So I
Well,
just think.
on the line also you got JPP, and then you've got Vita Vea who's coming back, which I think is something that's being overlooked by a lot of people. Is Vita Vea is a stud.
Oh, he is. He's a great run stopper, but you got to look at the fact that Packers have how many Pro Bowlers on the O line?
I mean, I don't know.
I think 3.
Bakhtiari's not playing. I mean, let's keep that in mind. Bakhtiari's hurt.
Yeah. But, me being the skeptic I am, Tom is definitely used to cold weather. But the whole other team isn't. This is the furthest 90% of their team has been in the playoffs, and they have to go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, which is going to be 28 degrees and snowing during the game, as I'm seeing here on Google Weather. I think that plays a factor.
I don't disagree there, but I think the person with the most experience that matters in the snow is your quarterback.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to play much a factor on the Bucks offense as much as it might on the Bucks defense, with the Packers offense just rolling in the snow.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's going to be the biggest factor.
Now, I want the Packers to win, and I think the Packers are going to win. So, I don't care what the spread is, give it to me. I think that Bucks are going to fall short. What's the spread?
The spread is 3 in Green Bay's favor. But like, are you putting no weight at all in the game played a couple months ago where the Packers got rolled?
No, not at all. That was an off game.
It was after a bye week.
It was an off game. You know, people have off games. I ain't worried about it.
And in that game, Aaron Rodgers was 16 for 35 for 160 yards, and Davante Adams had 6 catches for 61 yards.
Still not a bad day. It's bad fantasy, but
Rodgers threw 2 picks.
Yeah, isn't that the most picks he's thrown all year in one game too?
It's probably the most picks he's thrown in a game in his career.
Yeah, I don't see that happening again. It seems like an arbitration kind of game where it's just like a blimp.
Yeah.
They lost to the Vikings too. Like it doesn't regular season doesn't mean anything. When you get in the playoffs, it's the hotter team. Right now, I don't think anybody can touch Rodgers right now.
If we're going off the hotter team, then I think Brady's been one of the hottest quarterbacks closing the stretch.
Yeah,
they won this game 38-10, and Brady went 17 of 27 for 166 yards.
Wasn't the defense a big factor in all that?
Well, yeah, obviously.
And also, didn't the Bucs barely get past the football team?
They won by 8.
Yeah, but it was they had to make a stop.
Yeah, against Taylor Heineke.
Yeah,
I don't know. They won the game. It's really all I'm worried about. It's the first game of the playoffs. You're just trying to survive. I don't think you're trying to blow anybody out. I think you're just trying to survive and let's get to this next round. We're not going to lose to this team. And so I don't think we need to put that much weight on that. And I think the win against the Saints is really good. And say what you want about Drew Brees, but they looked good against the Saints. Obviously, if there's not that Jared Cook fumble, then I have no clue what happens. The Saints might win that game. We can go over that. We can talk about that. Jared Cook, I think, lost in that game.
Yeah, he didn't. He had a couple of drops too on the sidelines that were not great. But also, they played him 3 times. That was the 3rd time they played. Bucs lost both times, so they had every opportunity in the world to capitalize on so many mistakes in the previous games, and they were just they outplayed them. They outcoached them. It was hard to watch for Drew Brees' possible last game.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be his last game.
It should be. It should be for sure. He didn't look great.
Yeah, he hasn't looked great all year.
I'm surprised that Philip Rivers retired.
I'm not. I think the Colts are still in the playoffs if he doesn't. So, or if he's not on the team, if he's got 99% of their quarterbacks.
I don't know. Trevor Lawrence.
That's a bad number. I don't know about 99%, but
Trevor Lawrence is coming to town now.
I think there's a lot in where?
In that division.
Okay.
AFC South, man, that shit isn't a cakewalk no more.
I don't expect Trevor Lawrence to. I expect the Jags to go maybe 8-8 next year.
I think
8-8 is a success for them after going 1-15.
They have a terrific offense.
What's terrific? Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, James Robinson, a surprise stud that costs no money. Costs no money.
Right, I get it, but he was good this year, because they had no passing game. They had to rely on him, and he was good. I'm not gonna sit here and trash an undrafted rookie, but I think next year there's gonna be a lot of let's make James Robinson beat us, and I don't know if that's gonna be a lot of happening.
Right, but
also no rookie. I have a hard time seeing them going better than 8-8.
I don't think. I think it'll be a year or two, but I'm just saying, divisional games, Colts usually in the last few years they've been winning them. Except for the Texans had a good season 2 years ago, but with Deshaun Watson most likely leaving, that they're going to be a dumpster fire. The Jags are going to get arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks in college history coming to town that's supposed to be the savior with a really good receiving core. They need a little O-line help, but not much. But you got to think, they have a lot of money to spend in free agency. It's just who wants to go to Jacksonville. And I think that people will want to go more, that Trevor Lawrence is going to be there.
I'm also not sold on the Urban Meyer thing.
Yeah, I don't I don't envision him being like when a coach comes in the league, I gotta like envision him like holding up a trophy, not in the NFL.
Wait, you can't envision Urban Meyer holding up a trophy?
Holding up the
I
Lombardi.
can send you a couple.
No. I can't envision him holding up the Lombardi. I just for some reason I don't think his game's gonna translate because he made Dwayne Haskins look good, right?
True.
So bring in
So
Dwayne Haskins then. I
that's,
mean, let's see if you can really coach.
are you advocating let's bring in Dwayne Haskins over Trevor Lawrence?
Yes, Trevor.
I want to put that on the record if that's the case.
I don't know because the Patriots might be able to trade Gilly Lock to like I don't know San Francisco or something. Keep moving up. Maybe get another quarterback. That'd be nice. I don't know. I'm in a weird place right now where my reign of sports dominance over you guys is falling, and it's sad.
You're what?
My reign of sports dominance with you guys is coming to an end, and it's sad.
Well, you're a Kyrie fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
The Nets are, I'm pretty sure, have solidified themselves in the Eastern Finals. So, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I don't know about that.
But the Pats stink. Yes. And it's partially because, Bill Belichick as a GM I think is terrible. We come back to this every week. But at the same time, is he terrible if he sold out 6 years or whatever, 15 years for 6 rings and made Tom Brady take a pay cut? The best quarterback to ever play the game. He got him to take a pay cut to just keep winning rings.
So maybe obviously you're gonna like take that over, not having 6 rings, but it's tough to see it end the way it ended. I wish Brady retired and then we sucked.
Yeah, it was a straight fall off the cliff. I guess it with Brady leaving, it just all of the questions come up.
Yeah, if you just retired and then
especially if you went number 7.
Don't worry about it. I'm the Cleveland's GM, the Cavaliers GM right now, where I'm going to say that Patriots will win one before Brady wins another. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't remember who said that.
We'll win one before Brady wins another. Well, you might be okay because I think Brady's got 1 year, but that 1 year might be this year, and they might win it. So,
do you remember when the Cleveland's GM said that when LeBron left to Miami? He goes, "We're gonna win one before LeBron does."
I don't remember that, but he said that before he left for Miami?
Yeah.
Did they change GMs before he went back to Cleveland?
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I feel like that's not a really good bridge to burn, and then how would LeBron get back to Cleveland?
No, the GM was we had no one on our roster, and he was just like, "Hey man, we're gonna win one before you do." So
we started with Bucks Packers, and now we're all the way to LeBron to the Miami Heat. So that was fun. Moving into the next conference championship, we've got Chiefs Bills Sunday night. Probably just start after the Packers game, but it says 6:40, so probably right after. Chiefs are 3-point favorites, and I honestly I don't know if that line is insinuating Mahomes is playing or if he's I don't know if he's playing not 100%. I agree. I think he's playing, but I don't know what this line insinuates. Does it go to 5 if he's considered he's playing? How far would it drop if he's not playing? If I'm a bettor, what do I want to do right now?
Well, you know who'd be really good with this is our third man in our podcast, Mr. Jordan Jensen.
Hey, I was gonna say, why isn't he letting me on?
I was waiting for a good segue to bring you in.
So what's the line right now?
3.
3. So let me just say it would go up to 10 if Henny plays. Okay, it only goes up. Okay.
Whoa! Wait, what?
Look, there's a reason Mahomes is so good. It's because Henny taught him everything that he knew.
Okay, so can we kick this guy out of here, please?
You guys want an expert, and you got one.
We waited for this.
I
I'm just
mean,
saying.
hey, Henny's Madden rating went up like 4 overall points after last Sunday.
No, it
I
didn't.
mean, Chad is
From what, 55 to 59?
His throwing power went up. His acceleration speed went up, which I don't get.
Because
he's
he
just-
ran for that fourth down.
He's just the
he got
stud,
that
man.
inch, baby.
He
Honestly-
did not get it.
I don't like rooting for the Chiefs, but if Mahomes doesn't play, I'm all in on the Chiefs, man.
Oh, they're not going to win. If Mahomes isn't in, they're just not going to win.
Yeah.
Believe me.
I mean, we
Now-
saw Henny in for 2 minutes, and how long did it take for him to throw a horrible decision pick? It's first down and 25. He needs 5 yards, 10 yards just to like set himself up either for a field goal, and he just throws a punt into the end zone.
I didn't even watch that game. I was driving
Oh,
home from
He's rusty.
He was
Okay.
horrible.
He's rusty.
Look, I will
Okay.
say, he came out the gate and he threw darts. And I was like, you better watch out for this Chad Henne thing. And then Colin Cowherd tweets something like, backup QBs will always show you why they're backups. And that's right after he threw the punt into the end zone.
Oh, speaking of Colin Cowherd, did you hear what he said today?
Is something stupid, probably?
Yeah, actually really stupid. I was like, okay, I'm glad I don't listen to this guy anymore. He said that if Mahomes can't play, that they postpone the game.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And the only way like I would agree with that is if it's like COVID reasons. But like
Yeah.
if it's an injury, what
No,
are we talking about here?
it is so dumb. Brett Favre is telling Mahomes not to play.
I saw that too, and it's concussions are real, but apparently it was like a neck thing. So
Yeah, I think it was just like loss of like what circulation or something in his head, like he
It was-
pinched a nerve or something.
it was a neck thing.
Oh,
And
so
that-
they don't want it to be a concussion. Got it.
And
They have to bring in an independent doctor as part of the concussion protocol. I'm curious where that independent doctor is going to be from.
Yeah.
Around the Missouri Kansas state line, I'm
You,
guessing.
you want to be
Yeah.
you want to continue being an independent doctor?
Well, like
Right.
You know
another
what the
thing
rule
that
here.
someone brought up earlier was if you're the independent doctor and you clear him, right? Like they say that like, oh, we've been cleared by independent doctor, and then they run him out there and he gets hurt again. That doctor has to come forward and be like, I told him not to play him. They did not listen to me.
If he gets hurt again, you can always just straight up blame it on the next what just happened.
Absolutely.
Like I don't really consider concussions linear. Like just because you've had one doesn't mean you're more likely to get a second.
Right. I mean, it depends on like the hit. If
I
it's like a
mean,
little tiny hit.
I'm not saying
Yes.
they should march him out here if he's completely concussed. I'm just saying I don't think that they're linear injuries.
Right.
I mean, you gotta look at like people that get concussions and how many they've had. Like Luke Kuechly retired because he had like 5.
Right, and
Andrew
I mean
Luck
that's
retired.
football. I'm not.
I
I'm not.
just think I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure that if like for me, right? I had an upper ear infection. That shit hurt, but I'm more prone to get them now because I got one.
That's what I mean by linear and nonlinear injuries.
Oh, see, I don't know what that means. So.
I think it's not like one concussion doesn't mean you'll get another one easier, but it could mean that your next one is worse.
I think you're more prone to get them. I don't think it'll be worse. I think it's all concussions are gonna pretty much.
I don't know if
Feel the
that's
same.
true because a concussion is just your brain is hitting the side of your head, and I don't think your brain loosens up every time you get a concussion.
If it's a neck thing, one of those little things that attach the brain to the stuff, and then I don't know about anatomy, but yeah, like, what if it got like
What
actually
thing?
loose?
Where do you think your brain is?
It's in my
Neck? Like here?
It's above my neck thing a little bit.
it's below my stomach.
Oh, that's your python.
Um,
All right, so what we're talking about? Are we taking? All right, so Chiefs full strength with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Chiefs are gonna win this game if Patrick Mahomes is playing.
I'm not convinced. Bills are good.
I think the Chiefs just play their competition.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
gonna be
this is
a
what
really good
they've-
game.
Oh yeah, I mean that's even if they didn't play to their competition, I think it's a good game. I think if they played to their fullest abilities, it's still a good game. I think the Bills are what's going to rival them more than whoever makes the Super Bowl. So
I think the Bills could win the Super Bowl. I think everyone could win the Super Bowl right now.
I think whoever comes out of the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl. Now the Packers are probably going to dick down the Bucks and then just prove me wrong next week or in 2 weeks. But I just think whoever wins out of the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, if the Chiefs do like it did against the Browns, and Mahomes comes out wobbly again, and then my point doesn't really stand. But I think if they come out full strength, either team, I think they just win the Super Bowl.
You know who
I'm
else
ready
is
to
gonna
get
dick down the Bucks? The Patriots week 4 next year.
Who? Yeah.
Don't fucking matter. Bill Belichick's gonna lace them up.
So
he might be your best option.
Brady's playing next year just to break all of Breeze's records, right?
Oh yeah. You see him? He's throwing balls to Breeze's kid. It was like, hey man, look, like I can make this throw. Fuck you. That was disrespectful to me. It was like all cute. Everybody's like, oh, it's so cute. I'm like, why isn't Breeze doing that?
I thought it was an awesome moment.
Really?
Oh yeah, I thought it was super cool.
I think you're the only human being to see it the other way, Austin Hoffman.
I guess I'm just
the only Patriots fan not happy for Tom Brady.
You got to think, as the mind of like a Drew Brees kid or something, like, hey, my dad just retired because you beat him. Hey, throw me a fade.
Well, I think it's more like, I catch this pass from my dad 1,000 times a week. Hey, Tom, how about you throw it to me?
Yeah, let me get a tighter spiral, more of an arc.
And I don't think there's I don't think there's a question of, is Drew Brees the GOAT over Tom Brady? So it's like, oh, Tom, why don't you just throw this to me one time?
But it was a conversation for a long time.
Not with Drew Brees.
Not with Drew Brees.
Personal accolades, yeah.
Personal accolades, yeah. Greatness.
Not like team accolades, like a great kicker or a great defense for winning 6 rings. Malcolm Butler pick.
Wait, so are you stripping Tom Brady of his 6 rings? Are none of these Tom Brady's like?
Yeah, are they Adam Vinatieri and Stephen Gostkowski's rings? Is that what you're trying to say?
More Adam Vinatieri, but I'm thinking more of the long. Listen, I told everybody this. I said I will hate Tom Brady until he retires.
So it's like when Tom Brady retires. It's like we say David Tyree is the reason he didn't win a ring. We're saying Tom Brady is the reason that or we're not saying Tom Brady is the reason they won the rings. We're giving it to somebody else.
Yes.
Well, where's David Tyree at?
I don't know.
He never caught another pass in the NFL. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely crazy?
Back in 2007, he could have caught these hands.
Dude, like the greatest catch I've ever seen.
I don't know. I like the one on the Seattle guy on his back.
Julian Edelman against the Falcons? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, that was great.
That was the best catch
of all time.
No.
It was great, but like David Tyree caught it on his freaking helmet and like had his back like.
I like the Seattle catch when the guy's laying down too, and it just falls in his hand.
Yeah.
At least none of you were saying the Odell catch, because that had no implications of like importance during a game.
I mean, if we're going off just straight like showmanship of the catch, I think it's got to be the Odell catch.
Probably.
You know what's a lot cooler than really like awesome catches that not everybody can make? Perfect route running.
Yes.
I want to talk about Jacoby
good,
Myers.
Yes. You know, route running.
We have to.
And, like, not catching touchdowns. No. Route running without any results.
Route running with no catches.
Yes, or touchdowns. 0 touchdowns.
Yeah.
If he catches passes, it's irrelevant because then it's on the pass. Only just the route running.
Only route running.
So who's going to win the Chiefs-Bills game?
I have to be biased. Chiefs. Close game though. Really close game though.
I don't know.
That's not what you're paid to
We pay for airtime here, right? Every time you pause, we are paying. And we paid for you to say, I don't know?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not paying you to not give a decisive pick.
Look, if you're putting a gun to my head, I'm saying Chiefs. If
you picked Chicago to beat New Orleans and you can't pick this game?
I didn't pick Chicago to beat New Orleans. I picked Chicago to lose by less than 10. Okay, there's a huge difference.
I watched the Nickelodeon broadcast.
Yeah, did you hear that Nickelodeon broadcast failed really bad? No one watched it?
Wait, I heard the exact opposite.
Really?
I heard it was awesome.
No. Well, it sucked on it. It was really hard to watch. Like I watched it on Nickelodeon
Why did you hate it?
because it was a wild card game and they act like it was like a preseason game. It was.
I think if
fucked.
you look at it from the eyes of like a 8 to 12-year-old kid who just doesn't know how to play football,
Right.
I'm
which
playing
is
video
what their
games.
which is what their intended audience was for.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
they
gonna
weren't-
turn on
they
Nickelodeon
weren't
and be like,
for
oh,
us.
I want to watch some fucking tunes, bro.
Right.
You know, with the cigarette in my mouth, just like a cool kid. And then I'm gonna turn it on and be like, what's on Spike TV? And then you turn it.
They weren't for us, just who are going to be sitting here and what am I saying? Correcting Joe Buck and Troy the whole time too, let alone Nate Burleson and Noah Eagle.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it wasn't only on Nickelodeon. That was my first impression. That
that
it's literally only been Nickelodeon.
So bad.
So when I saw Tony Romo calling the Bearskin, I was like, oh.
I will say them not showing the SpongeBob halftime show at halftime was a big flop.
Yeah, I don't. That's kind of.
Yeah.
I think that's like I think if you're writing out like what a script for the game, per se, the first thing you write out is, all right, we're going to show this at halftime.
Yeah, and we're gonna actually slime the end zone, not just like a graphic of it.
I thought that was awesome. That was fun.
I think they actually should have like slimed
Unfortunately, the game blew. We didn't see like any sliming.
Yeah,
there was one that got called back. Javon Williams dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah.
He's not used to having it, and he's not used to catching.
He's
so
really not.
Did you see that the Saints ran that play against the Bucks?
No, I didn't watch a lot of football over last weekend.
They ran that exact play with Jameis against the Bucks,
and
I can't remember who caught it, but
was
it worked out. They got a touchdown.
Lil Jordan Humphrey?
No,
I love that guy's name, Lil Jordan.
They threw they ran Jameis out wide, and he threw a 54-yard touchdown.
It was really cool.
It was awesome. Jameis is so we picked the Bills or the Chiefs, and we're gonna call that. I want to move into
close.
the offseason now.
Yeah. I don't feel great about it.
Yeah,
right.
The Bills have some mojo to
them. Yeah, that's fine. But I want to move into this little off season of the NFL.
My favorite part. It's where our shit teams get better.
Which, it's 9 months long. So, yeah, your team ain't getting any better, Austin.
Yeah, we are.
Well, the Lions are trying to get better in the offseason.
I've never heard of, and we're going to win an AFC championship in 4 to 7 years.
What'd you say, Jordan?
I said the Lions have been trying to get better in the offseason for quite some time now. So
look, here's what I told Austin.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions interviewed the Ravens quarterback coach for offensive coordinator. This quarterback coach has only worked with Lamar Jackson. What type of quarterback is Lamar Jackson?
A running quarterback.
Scrambling quarterback, correct?
Yes.
What disgruntled scrambling quarterback is out there right now on the market?
Do not call Deshaun Watson a scrambling quarterback. Is that what you're trying to say? I think Mitch Trubisky's more of a scrambling quarterback than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, his brain is scrambled.
Yeah.
Dummy.
In the terms of Lamar Jackson scrambling, no, Deshaun Watson is that, but he's a mobile quarterback.
Mobile.
He's throw first, though. The dude has a fantastic arm.
I'm just saying.
Russell Wilson's more of a scrambler.
I'm just saying this sort of guy would not be the ideal offensive coordinator for a guy like Matthew Stafford.
Correct. But it could be an ideal guy for maybe a draft pick.
Of Zach Wilson? Zach Wilson's a pro style. Justin Fields is going to get picked before the Lions.
Yeah. You guys want to know exactly where Fields is going to go?
I guess we'll move into this little mock draft thing that Austin's got.
I think I can
3.0.
You think I can read that?
Where's your glasses?
Yeah, you gotta get really, really close to the screen.
Jordan, where's your glasses?
My glasses are downstairs, Austin.
You want me to zoom it in for you?
Honestly,
can you see it now?
It don't matter. My eyes are so tired, I can't even read anything on the screen.
I've seen. So we'll start, I guess, the top. Just read off the top 5.
All right, I got Trevor Lawrence,
Wrong.
Penei Sewell, Jets. Devontae Smith, Miami. That is only if obviously they have that pick. If they don't get Watson. And then I have Justin Fields going to Atlanta, a 1-year backup slot behind Matt Ryan, which is exactly what he needs. Then I have Jamar Chase going to Cincinnati because AJ Green is still pissed.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I've still seen a lot of Zach Wilson ahead of Justin Fields.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Jets won't draft a quarterback. I guarantee you. They always fuck it up, and they're gonna fuck this up. They're gonna keep Darnold.
Well,
if they don't get Watson.
I don't know. I've seen. I don't know. It's so tough because it could go so many different ways.
Well, this is definitely. It does say pre-free agency.
Right, and obviously pre-trade too.
Yeah, I don't do trades because like everybody could trade, so it's.
But
really
I don't think Detroit is going to draft a quarterback.
If they don't, you guys are going to get a wide receiver then.
I would agree with that. There's been a lot. So the new GM just interviewed yesterday, and the new head coach is going to interview tomorrow. But they've already talked about the new head coach has no intention of rebuilding, which, everybody in Detroit wants to hear that because they've been through X amount of rebuilds. And then the GM was stressed retooling over rebuilding, which I think makes a lot of sense for Detroit because I don't think that their defensive players are bad. I don't think they're good. But at the same time, like Okudah came out and said the whole defense was just miscommunicating, and there was just so much dysfunction was the word he said on defense.
Who's your leader on that defense?
I don't know. It's a good question.
JJ, who's the Bears leader?
Right now, it's really Danny Trevathan, actually.
I was gonna say Raekwon.
I mean, Raekwon's like the best player, but Danny's like the leader.
It's usually not your best player. Like ours is Devin McCourty. If you don't have that leader on your defense is always not gonna go well. Like Trey Flowers should be that guy. I like that one linebacker you got. What's his name? He has like Hawaiian, I think.
Oh, he's not good.
Really?
Vaitai?
No, not Mai Tai. That's a drink.
Vaitai.
Vaitai's the tackle. Offensive tackle.
He's the tackle. There's one Hawaiian guy on offense and one on defense.
But I just you need a leader. So...
It's Vaitai and Tavai. It's like the opposite. Jelani Tavai.
Y'all just need a leader on defense. But I don't know if I agree with. I think the Lions. I know you don't want to hear this, but I think they're in a perfect position to rebuild.
Yeah.
You're losing. You have one decent running back. All your wide receivers are leaving. You have a young tight end, but your quarterback is aging. Your defense is playing very below average. I think you just ship everybody out in one more rebuild, but do it right this time.
I think you sign not only a rookie head coach, but a guy who's never been a coordinator, even though he was like a head coach for 4 games or whatever for Sean Payton or something like that.
Did you hear what happened his first game as head coach?
No, I know they won, right?
His very first practice, he came out and ran Oklahoma drills.
Exactly. Like, I like
this
him.
guy, he pumps guys up.
Yeah, he is, but he's also never been a head coach before, and he's pretty young.
The track record for non-coordinator head coaches is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't remember the list. Yeah, that's a lot.
Like, when you give someone who's that young a 6-year deal, that to me says you're going to rebuild. That's what it says to me, honestly.
Maybe.
Because that means
I don't see what 6-year versus 5-year does. I think it just shows commitment to him, and it's also
commitment because we're about to suck for the next 3 years, and you're not going to be given any talent while you figure out how to be a head coach.
I didn't
I
love
don't
that
know.
hire. I think Robert
I don't think
Saleh
it's
was
a
the
bad
guy.
I don't
But-
think he had a chance in Detroit.
How?
I don't
Wait.
think it was like I don't know. I just from what I heard the interview didn't go well. And I mean he was my favorite candidate too. But I don't hate this hire. I don't think it's a bad one. I think there's definitely worse out there. Like I would rather have this guy than Urban Meyer. And I know that's a hot topic, but I don't like Urban Meyer as an NFL head
Is
coach.
this guy with the Lions right now? Is he offense or defense?
I mean, I guess you could say he's offense, but he's not like a coordinator. He was a tight ends coach and assistant head coach. He's a leader of men. He's a leader of men.
He reminds me of like a Mike Vrabel type guy.
Yeah, but Vrabel has X's and O's too.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, so does Dan Campbell.
I mean that's 50% of it. You need 50% leader, and then you need a 50% like here's what we got to do in this situation, which is why Anthony Lynn is no longer a head coach because he didn't have the other part.
Right. And that.
I don't think you 100% need a X's and O's guy to be.
I mean, as long as you hire good coordinators and let them do their job, like I think Mike Tomlin, I think is a really good example.
Like Nick Saban.
I mean, not really. I don't think he hired. Well, maybe, but
that's like a Pro Bowl coaching staff he has.
Nick Saban got a former NFL head coach to be his offensive line coach.
Dude, he has what? Bill O'Brien. I know. I heard about Matt Patricia maybe going the defense. It's just so fucking chaotic down there, and they're gonna win, and then they're all gonna get jobs again.
Oh, of course.
Doug Marrone.
It's fucking crazy.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see how the hire plays out. I don't know. I mean, it's outside the box, and I think Detroit kind of needs that. They kind of need a spark.
You know what it is? It's the exact opposite of Matt Patricia.
Yeah. If anything, it reminds me of like Schwartz, like a guy who's just like fiery, energetic. Like young, fiery, energetic.
I guess that's fine.
You should just bring back Cardwell and call it a day.
Yeah, I don't know if he would come back after being fired after going 9-7.
Yeah.
I would at least try.
I think he does deserve a head coaching job somewhere.
Yeah.
Did the Texans end up getting Bellamy, or is he like gonna say yes to it?
I think the enemy is gonna be in Kansas City again.
Really? You think he might take over for Reed when Reed retires in a couple years?
No, I think he deserves a head coaching job right now. I just don't think anybody's gonna hire him.
Really?
I think he's going to Houston.
As like a last ditch, like Deshaun, stay.
Yeah, I think so. That's their only because they have no intention of trading Deshaun at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get him, there's a chance Deshaun might stay. And my mock draft actually looks pretty fucking good. So if you know,
I mean, in all honesty, if we're talking about Deshaun, I don't think he's going anywhere.
We've never seen a guy like this get traded before, and I don't think we will either. I think it's just a fun thing to speculate about.
It's worth like 3 or 4 first rounders.
Yeah, no one's gonna give that.
Probably 4.
A team desperate enough might give it up.
I think. Oh, I don't know if that's not. I don't think people offering or not wanting to offer isn't the case. Like I think Miami would do their 2 firsts and next year's first hands down right now. Considering quarterbacking play was probably what kept them out of the playoffs.
But they probably don't want Tua. They're like, give me a second round pick next year instead of Tua. I don't want Tua.
Right. I'm just saying, I would probably take Tua over next year's second.
I would take the Jets offer over Miami's offer. I want Darnold over Tua.
I mean, you're like Darnold we've seen has sucked for years.
Yeah, he has moments, but he also.
We watched Tua for like 8 games.
Name wide receivers he's had.
Who?
Darnold.
Name wide receivers Tua had. Jakeem Grant?
Devontae Parker.
He had one. Jamison Crowder is a good wide receiver. Say what you will about him.
When he's on the field.
I mean, Brashad Perryman's not bad either.
When he's on the field,
You also had Adam Gase as his head coach, though.
when he's on, yeah.
I think that's the more
Brian Flores
bigger
is a
thing we
good
need
coach.
to kind of emphasize.
I think
that
they
you
would have made
had
the playoffs with Fitzpatrick.
Who are we talking about?
Dolphins?
Dolphins now.
You're not. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Jets.
They
I was
would've made the playoffs.
I was just gonna say like I need to go then.
Yeah, I would much rather have Tua than Darnold. Like, I think you're giving up on him way too early.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, we
Dolphins-
saw Tua play 8 games. Well, they're giving up on him for a guy named Deshaun Watson. Like, that's not giving up on Tua. That's
No,
just.
they
that's
gave
getting
up on him
upgrade.
before these rumors
Right.
came out. The whole
I don't know
other
if that's true.
Yeah, I heard that the guy that wrote it isn't very credible, but I mean, it makes sense.
Did I write it?
What?
Like, did like one of us write it or something? Like, who are you reading articles from?
I don't know. I just heard that the guy wasn't credible.
You know what article I'm gonna write? The front runner for Deshaun Watson. Guess who it is?
The Bears.
Nope. No.
Just speak.
Jets?
Nope.
The Texans?
No.
Who? Just
The
fucking.
Niners?
It's gonna be the Saints.
No, that's Jameis's team. Stop.
Nope. It's gonna be
It's
the Saints.
Jameis's team.
It's gonna be the
Oh,
Saints.
you have to give up too much. You have to give up.
It's
The
Jameis's team, bro.
Saints
They're
are
gonna
too good.
figure
They're
it
not
out.
gonna do it.
They're gonna figure it out.
The Saints next year are going to be better than the Saints this year.
Oh, did you guys see like the trade packages, projected trade packages for Deshaun? Like what
I
they
saw the. I
see
saw
the 49ers?
No, I saw the Lions one.
The 49ers one was this year's first, next year's first, Jimmy G and Nick Bosa for just Deshaun.
Oh, I did see that. I was going to say that's so hot.
That is
Nick
so
Bosa.
fucking dumb. Oh man.
That's the
Those are
Athletic
third.
too. Like that's a really good like.
Yeah. The Athletic.
Madden would be like,
really good
nah.
I hate video games and trades because any of the real blockbuster trades that happen will never happen in a video game.
Right. Like Kavlon Chasen as a second round pick. That's the only thing you can get for him. It bums me out. He doesn't play.
What?
It's just personal shit. I'm trying to get a
I feel like
DN in
that's-
Madden right now and I can't.
Oh.
What
Okay.
you flexing for?
I'm not.
Um,
You want me to play? Okay.
So my team's gonna suck next year.
I got peanut.
Austin's team's gonna suck next year.
JJ's team's gonna suck next year.
My team's gonna suck next year.
Yeah.
I have a
Minnesota
question
suck
for
next
you two. Who are your quarterbacks next year?
I no idea.
Again, we don't pay you to say I don't know.
Oh shit.
Look, dude, it could be. I could name off 50 names right now. I don't know.
You have to have a list better than 50.
It's really Trubisky, Andy Dalton. Could be Dwayne Haskins.
I
Could be
hope.
Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know.
I have 3. 2 are hopefuls and 1 is realistic. Hopefuls are Stafford and Jimmy G, and then realistic is Dalton. I think we should have had Dalton last year.
Yeah, I told you. I
I
told you
hated
wanted
that.
him to go to.
I just didn't want to see the red rocket in my uniform. So
He's a good quarterback. Like he's.
now
you
I
have-
know.
If
Now
the
I know.
The Pats have Dalton. Is it like what's the difference? Is it 1
10
win?
and 6. 10 and 6, and it's not just because of Dalton.
It's not 10-6. It's definitely not 10-6.
Yes, it is. You know why?
No.
Our defense
Why?
comes off of the COVID list. We get all of our guys back.
I don't know if that's really true.
Why?
Why do you think that's true?
Because we were playing with 3rd and 4th strings all year on defense.
Why do you think they all come off of the COVID list if Dalton comes and plays?
because they're gonna come off the COVID list anyway because they want to get paid. So guys, they all opted out. Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung, like all these are all our big main
Yeah.
guys. Lawrence Guy and shit, they all opted out.
I meant this last year. If you have Dalton this last year.
Oh yeah, no, we were definitely second place in our division. Fuck the Dolphins.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I do.
Where
We
did
need
they go? Did
We
they
need
end
a
up 6
game
and 10?
manager. We don't need a scrambling
Did
guy
they
that.
end up 6 and 10?
We ended 7-9, I believe.
7 and 9.
Cam threw at least 2 to 3 games.
Yeah.
He also
Cam's-
won you games.
Yeah, but like the Jets, we won that game on defense. Ugh. I'm just saying, next year if we can get just a quarterback who can make throws with our next year's roster, we'll go be all right. We ain't gonna go to the ship, but we're gonna get in there.
A quarterback who can make throws. Now that
Is there
expert analysis.
is there anything in Bill the GM's head that says I need to trade up and draft a quarterback?
Hell no. If anything, we're trading down and drafting some guy from like Wichita State Tech. I've never heard
Probably.
of. He's gonna turn into
The New Jersey Institute of Technology.
Yeah, he's gonna draft someone from Phoenix Online University. Can you do that? Can you have an online degree and be eligible?
Well,
I mean, a lot of the guys in the NFL probably don't have degrees, period. So
Right, but let's say like I have 3 years of eligibility on like Phoenix, and then like living at home in Michigan. Could I be eligible for the draft?
yeah, I mean, you're eligible for the draft now.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't. I didn't go to school, so.
You're
Doesn't
still eligible
matter.
for the draft.
You know what we should do? We should
Their names in for the NFL draft.
we should throw our names in.
I have a feeling I'm going to be an undrafted free agent.
Fuck, Austin Bryant. Austin Bryant could have got drafted. Because his name is Austin Bryant.
they'd be like,
Austin
yeah,
Bryant.
Austin Bryant.
Is on the line.
Wichita State University.
Right. So they could have fucked that up, and Austin Bryant could have made a couple bucks.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been great.
This is crazy. I'm going to move into picks because I have to hop off here in a second, and then you guys can move into the NBA.
Yep.
Okay.
So Austin, you had a tough week a couple weeks ago.
Yep. I knew it just watching. I was like, fuck.
1-3-1 for you. We all picked the Bucks, and we all pushed on the Bucks.
Yeah.
Jordan, a little 500 action, 2-2-1. And then the Bears couldn't fucking close it within 10, so I went 3-1-1. If the Bears make it within 10, I go undefeated. So Austin, you are now at the bottom of the barrel at 4-5-1.
I ain't worried.
JJ, you and I are both 5-4-1.
So how many games am I back?
We're 1.
Oh, fuck you guys. I'm coming up. Pick the Chiefs. I dare you.
These were a lot of fun games to pick because there's only 2 NFL games and they don't have spreads past Thursday for NBA games. So, we've got Bucks Packers. Green Bay is favored by 3.
Give me Green Bay with the
Green
points.
Bay.
I am taking Tampa.
All right, there you go. All right, I'm caught up with JJ. Elliot's behind me. Let's go. Who's next?
Kansas City and Buffalo.
Is there any projection of what the spread is with healthy Mahomes?
I mean, the spread is 3.
I'm taking the Bills.
Give me the Chiefs. State Farm Bowl.
I also took
2021.
Kansas City. So tonight, we've got Golden State and the Spurs. Golden State is favored by 1, and I'm going to take Golden State.
This seems so weird to me, right? But I'm going to take Golden State by 1.
Fuck you guys. I'm picking Spurs.
Name the Spurs center. Who's the
Can't
Spurs
tell you
center?
why, but I'm taking them.
Isn't it still Aldridge?
It wasn't for you. It was for Mr. Spurs man.
Bryn Forbes was there. I
He
believe
wa-
he is
he's
now in
on-
Milwaukee.
Yeah, good job.
Um,
Plays with Pat Connaughton.
yes, he does.
I feel like I shouldn't be hopping off of the NBA part, but
What was
whatever.
Manu's number?
Dude, I
20?
don't fucking know.
I fucking love Manu. I watched a documentary about him actually a couple days ago.
Tomorrow we have New Orleans Pelicans and the Utah Jazz. Utah is favored by 6.5.
All right, I bet. I actually helped someone out with a bet with Utah earlier, and I bet like, oh, Utah's gonna win. They're on a huge streak, so I'm taking the Pelicans because fuck Utah, they fucked me.
I don't have as strong of reasoning as Mr. Hoffman here, but I am also taking New Orleans simply because Lonzo Ball is back.
Hey, we talked about Rookie of the Year. James Wiseman, nah. LaMelo, yeah.
Look, LaMelo has looked a lot better than I thought he was going to look. I thought he was just going to be.
Day one. It was like a week in, and I was like, dude, LaMelo's the shit.
I thought he was just going to be some guy that's going to come in and throw a couple flashy passes every now and then, and he's going to be seen. But he's actually been playing pretty well. James Wiseman has also been playing well. Like, there's no reason to throw him out, and he also plays a lot more than LaMelo.
He's been playing.
We're 11 games into the year. Like, let's give it a second. Like, if we had to vote right now, 11 games in, sure, we can give it to LaMelo. But like, let's wait until closer to the end of the year. James Wiseman's going to definitely be up there in a.
I mean, when my dark horse comes off of injury, he's gonna come over and take it. Killian Hayes.
Who is your? Oh, he is now out for like 8 more weeks.
Well, 8 more weeks for them to pad their stats before the chosen one comes.
The dark horse might be like Halliburton. He's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of basketball this year.
I wish I could do the Bulls thing with you, JJ, because they are fun to watch.
They are fun to watch, man.
And like, I think their ceiling is probably the play-in tournament, but at the same time,
that's about it.
Would you say that their ceiling is?
What'd you say?
The ceiling is the floor. Or was it the ceiling is the roof? Is that what it was?
The ceiling is the roof.
Yeah. I mean, their floor is the bottom 5 in the NBA, but I think we're getting clear of that floor at this point. But anyways, going to the last pick. Tomorrow we've got the Lakers in Milwaukee, and the Lakers are favored by 1.
These spreads are weird. I'll take Lakers.
That 1. That's a big thing, man.
I took New Orleans, by the way. I don't know if I said that out loud.
No, you didn't. Well, the NBA is so weird with this shit because I don't have it up in front of me, and I don't know if like Anthony Davis is gonna have a load management or not.
He's playing. It's nationally televised.
Oh, so yeah, Lakers.
I'm picking nationally televised games. Like New Orleans, Utah is
Lakers.
Televised. Golden State, San Antonio is not nationally televised, but I don't really care. I like
Lakers just lost to the Warriors. They're a little fucking mad. So
that game was awesome, by the way.
I actually watched a little bit of that.
I watched the whole thing.
Congrats.
Thanks,
I
watched a lot of the NBA.
I just got back from Tennessee.
That's cool.
It's not the school to be repping right now.
No.
Wait, yeah, they just got in trouble for just giving McDonald's bags full of cash, right?
Yeah, he would just hand out McDonald's bags full of cash.
We'd be gangsters then. I was living in Chattanooga. I'm down.
Jordan, Milwaukee or Los Angeles?
Lakers.
Well, you both took the Lakers, so that makes me want to take Milwaukee. They're coming off a tough loss to the Nets. I want to do the Nets thing. I'll stay on and do the Nets thing with you guys.
Yeah, because I think after the Nets thing, we were pretty much wrapped up.
Okay, I have a couple of thoughts to share on the Nets thing, but Giannis is going to have to guard Anthony Davis, I think, down the stretch. And then LeBron's just going to, or he's got to guard LeBron.
Still in the Milwaukee, Los Angeles shit?
Milwaukee, yeah, I don't know who to pick, man. Milwaukee doesn't have a second scorer.
Bryn Forbes, baby.
Bryn Forbes, Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is just...
Jay Wilson, motherfucker.
And, like, Giannis looks like scared to attack the rim. I don't know. I'll go with the Lakers. I think that they need
no one
the
likes
W.
Giannis anymore.
Well, Giannis isn't going to get an MVP, even if he's the best player in the league by a mile, just because nobody votes for him for the third time in a row. That's going to happen. All right, let's do this Nets. Let's do this Nets thing. So
right.
James Harden obviously to the Nets.
Yes.
A bunch of things happened. I don't really want to get into the other pieces of the trade. I'm not really worried about that. I want to just talk about the Nets. They lost Jared Allen and Karis LeVert.
Yeah, wait, what about Karis LeVert?
He has a mass on his
Yeah,
pancreas
that's
or
where I was
something.
going. I love that man, so
yeah, I mean, prayers up for Karis LeVert. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to get into the other teams. Like, what does Indiana look like now? And
Yeah,
what
no,
Arizona
I was just more
look
concerned
like.
about LeVert and the other teams, so.
Prayers up for LeVert. Like, let's hope he gets well.
Yeah.
But we can talk about this Nets thing.
Yeah.
And I think what the goal in the long term is they're going to outscore the other team. The Nets they can't stop anybody.
No.
Like KD's decent on defense, but they're not going to be able to stop a single team.
They got DeAndre Jordan.
Right, and you do not want him playing clutch minutes. And right now he has to play clutch minutes.
You don't really want him playing minutes. Period.
Really.
Yeah.
So what I think that their goal is to do is, I think down the stretch they have to play KD at the 5, and they're going to have Kyrie and Joe Harris and James Harden. And I think, and this is going to make you laugh because James Harden just left there, I think what they got to do is go out and get like a PJ Tucker.
Oh.
Because, well, in Houston, they can't stop anything. They're not going to play any defense the way that they're structured. So PJ Tucker out there is just being used for nothing. Like, he's out there to be a good 4 defensive stop guy. And so I think if they go out and get like a PJ Tucker to play in that 4 role, then they don't have to play DeAndre Jordan in the clutch minutes with KD, and then KD can move over to 5, and KD's probably their best defensive player right now. And I think that is how you do it. I think that's what they got to do. I think they go out and look for some, like, a bigger defensive guy.
Now, would you say, James Harden, welcome to the team, obviously. I'm a Nets fan by Kyrie Irving. That's the only reason I'm a Nets fan. I have the 3 most hated people in the NBA on one team now. Fantastic. One of the 3 guys is going to have to come off the bench for this to work.
No.
Oh, good luck with that, dude.
Dude, listen, I love Kyrie, right? But they're all ISO-centric guys. That's 3 ISO-centric guys, 3 really selfish scoring guys. Not great guys coming off the bench. You have Spencer Dinwiddie.
He's hurt.
And Bruce Brown.
Yeah. Landry Shamet.
He's good.
Joe Harris, thank God they kept a shooter.
Joe Harris is going to start.
There's so many mouths to feed, man, and like what you said, like a defense. I think ego really comes into play. This could blow up very, very, very bad.
So I agree and disagree with what you're saying. I don't think they have to come off the bench, and I don't think that'll happen. But I think that you stagger the minutes, like you get Harden to play like 32, and you get Kyrie to play 32, and you get KD to play 32. But they don't always have to be playing at the same time. Like what they do in Golden State is Steph plays the whole first quarter and he'll play the last 6 minutes of the second quarter. And they used to stagger like Klay Thompson to be like within 2 minutes of that, so they're mostly playing together and the second unit is out there playing. But I think like what you could do is you can do like 6 minutes on, or like Harden could play the whole first quarter, but Kyrie's only going to play like half, and then Harden's going to sit out the second half or the first half of the second quarter, and Kyrie's going to play the first half of the second quarter.
So your vision is just to keep everything rotated. So there's
they all play in the last 5 minutes of the game.
So there's always one of them on the court.
At least one, probably always 2.
When Spencer Dinwiddie supposed to come back?
Next year.
He's like, fuck.
He's done. Yeah.
Oh, that hurts. I didn't know that. See, I don't watch a lot of basketball right now. NFL's still on.
Yeah, I'm with you. But I get what the premise of what you're trying to say, Austin. But there's absolutely no way you can have 3 dudes with huge egos on max contracts and have one of them come off the bench.
Yeah, they can't. They physically will not be coming. They won't come off the bench.
If they want to win a ship,
Does not matter. No, that would actually make them blow up even more.
I think maybe the only times they play together are the first 6 minutes of the game and the last 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's
But you're telling me Steve Nash can't be like, hey, Kyrie.
I think Steve Nash is a terrible coach. They need to win more games.
I love Steve
KD
Nash.
does not look like he's missing a step since
No.
coming off an
KD
Achilles.
looks insane. Yeah, KD might win
And,
it.
and they're not winning games.
They don't play defense.
they haven't
Right.
really had a. I mean, Kyrie went MIA there, so it's really just KD and
Yeah.
DeAndre.
Yeah, I
He
get
had
that.
shit to do. Leave the
I'm
guy alone.
I think Kyrie's absence is a lot more focused towards social justice initiatives.
Yeah,
and
which
stuff
is
like that.
fine, but tell your
Yeah.
team what you're doing.
He did.
I don't know, man. He probably told the team. It's probably just not out in the public.
Right. But when
People-
Steve
we're
Nash is
not
like,
locked
I
in.
don't know where Kyrie is, and I don't know when he's coming back.
He's back tonight. I believe he's back
He's
tonight.
playing. He's playing tonight.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, now he is. But when you have your head coach like having to answer all these questions about where you are, and you
When is
have
that
no
game?
idea.
by the way?
I don't think it was a Dennis Rodman situation where he just went off to Vegas.
I'm pretty sure
No.
he had an issue in his family. Like he wasn't in Vegas partying with like Carmen Electra. I
Right.
think.
No, there was a
his
thing with his family. I think he was just off after the Capitol stuff,
Yeah,
and
I get it.
I think he
I know.
told the team that, and I think the team understood that. I just don't think it was. I don't think it was
Very well could be the case.
displayed to the
but-
public. But that's not what we need to be talking about. They're not coming off the bench. Maybe the only times they play together are like the very first part of the first quarter and the very last part of the fourth quarter. But if they don't like go out and get like a defensive guy, then they have to score buckets of points. They have to get a lot of points. And I get what you're saying. They are all three of them are in the top 16 in usage rate in the NBA history.
Right.
You know who's number 5? Oh shit, I forgot. It's somebody absurd. Oh, it was DeMarcus Cousins in
Dude,
NBA
Cousins
history.
was a baller back in the day.
I know. It's funny.
Oh, I
But-
have an update on the Nets game tonight. Brooklyn 107, Cleveland 110 with 2:30 left to play in the fourth.
I like all of the overs in any Nets game.
Jared Allen just pulled up in KD's face, so this isn't going well.
I also bet on the under on a Nets game and I lost, so that's why I always like all the overs.
Hey, all three of them are playing right now, just like you said, in the last 2 minutes. So
Well, they're all going to play in the last 5 minutes probably.
Yep, guaranteed.
I mean, you can't just sit one of the best 11 guys. I don't know where Kyrie ranks, but I would say James Harden and KD are probably top 5.
what in scoring?
No, and best players in the NBA.
Yeah,
It's tough because
no.
like where do you put Luka?
Luka's 2, in my opinion.
I don't
Fuck
know
yeah.
if that's two.
Why can't take it to Kutumbo?
Luka hasn't proved enough yet.
Luka is a boss.
He's
Okay.
a great player.
I'll work for
He's
Luka.
also like came into the season fat and he's like out of shape. He's playing himself
Yeah.
into shape.
So is James Harden.
I mean, did you see it? I loved the pictures of James Harden side by side from Nets to the Knicks or Nets to the Rockets. Like it was, he just gave up carbs, I think, for a week or something and just lost all his weight.
It's a fat suit, baby. Number one way to get traded. Put on a fat suit.
He
Like
looks
he
like
just
the guy that like
he stopped
puts
eating
sex
for a
at,
week.
like an airport.
I'm sure he stopped eating for a week. But I don't think anybody's going to beat the Nets on the way to the finals. I don't know if they can hang with the Lakers.
I think they
I think
could.
the only team that can beat the Nets.
Okay,
is the
I
Nets.
lied. They're going to obviously hang with the Lakers. Like that's like obvious. They're going to hang with the Lakers. The Lakers are top 5 in defensive and offensive efficiency. The Nets will be probably top 5 in offensive efficiency, but if they don't go out and get the defensive guy, they could be down, way down.
So if I showed my screen right now for the last minute of this game, our YouTube and Twitch gets banned. So
So don't show your screen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not worth it?
No,
Okay.
No.
isn't it? Is it not? It's not on TV. How are
Hey,
you
how-
watching the game?
NBA League Pass. I don't know how I got NBA League
You
Pass.
have it?
I guess so.
Oh,
I didn't know I had it.
I have League Pass.
Look at Steve Nash is such a fucking. Oh man, this dude should vote for he should run for president.
But that's all I really have on the Nets.
Bradley Beal, the best scorer in the league right now. I don't know. I haven't, like
I
I
think
said,
that's a product of a team not knowing how to play defense. Did you
Or
see what he
not
said?
having anyone else on his team. Yeah.
Did you see what he said?
Uh-uh.
He said we can't guard a parked car.
Oh, Brad Beal, keeping it real.
So
this
like,
is
I
the
think
second
it's-
basketball game I've watched all year. So I haven't been keeping up.
You know who plays really good basketball? The team with the flag right behind you, Austin.
Oh, I don't want to talk about college this year.
Didn't we just lose to Minnesota?
It's great too because the college season's basically just trashed.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I don't like anybody in college right now. Like, there's no you got to watch this guy.
No.
Cade Cunningham's pretty good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good,
but
you
you're
don't
gonna
wanna
watch Oklahoma State?
State?
Really?
Mm-mm.
He's
No,
not
I'm
worth
not
it.
going to watch Oklahoma State. I'm not.
Yeah,
going
so
to.
there's no one like Zion. Obviously, there's no one like Zion, but there's no
There's
one
never
like.
going to be anybody like Zion ever again.
Yeah, there will. I don't know. It's basketball in college right now seems to be at like a lull where there's no like stars. There's no one to
it's
like.
also at a wall like COVID hates it. So. And they're
COVID
not
hates
professional
everybody, man.
athletes. And they're not professional athletes. But
Yeah.
we can go
Hey.
more in depth on the NBA after we watch a little bit more.
Hey,
Yeah.
little personal thing, real quick. You guys want to come over and watch the Floyd Mayweather fight with that one the YouTuber guy? I'll buy it.
This
Logan
Saturday?
Paul?
I think it's in February.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was thinking about
I don't know.
McGregor this Saturday.
It's I could buy one. Do you want to see a dumb YouTuber get knocked out by Floyd, or do you want to watch Conor McGregor fight?
I'd much rather watch Floyd Mayweather knock out this guy.
Yeah. So let me know, and I think I might go ahead and get that. You guys come over, and we'll have a little fight night.
All right.
We could wrestle like we used to.
Is it not Rough and Rowdy?
Is it Rough and Rowdy?
I don't think so. Maybe it started as Rough and Rowdy and then
No, because I think Floyd is a little above Rough and Rowdy.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think he needs more security.
The current Rough and Rowdy is Jose Canseco and
Oh, that one kid.
yeah.
Did you hear that guy said that's fighting Jose Canseco?
No.
He was like, I never got corona, I never will, I'm immune, I have the antibody. And then showed Jose Canseco like all roided up. It was like, who's gonna win? It's like, oh man, I can't
Yeah.
wait to watch that. When's Rough and Rowdy on? I'll watch that too. We'll watch that live.
I think
Give a
that's
shit.
February 2nd.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. But that's all we got for the NBA, and we talked about the NFL. I don't really have anything else.
No. I don't know what else to talk about.
Well, same time next week.
Yep.
If you hate us, tell your friends. If you love us, tell your friends.
Knuckleheads.
You wanted to see that Pat McAfee thing so bad. All right. See you guys next week.
Okay, see you guys.